was like, I need to find somebody to manage all of the acquisitions, because we we have, we have the means to buy more. It's just that I don't have the time to go out and find them. So so I hired Chris last year, October. And what I did is I just put an ad in Craigslist, really. It was like, hey, I'm looking for an acquisitions person to help me find storage facilities. We want to buy storage facilities. That's what but we own and operate storage, and we want to buy more. Looking to train somebody. This is an entry level position. You don't have to have any clue as to what I'm doing. I will train you and I will pay you. All right, essentially. So we put the ad in Craigslist, and we got like probably not a lot of people, but probably like maybe 10 people. And we talked to like probably 3 or 4 people, and in the end we decided to hire Chris. Now Chris was he's a soccer coach. He's a professional soccer coach. That's what he does. Okay, and he was like, he's been like coaching soccer for the past 10 years. And so, but he just like getting all burnt out, so he wanted to learn how to do real estate on the side. And so I trained him from October. He's still training. Honestly, he's still training. He's been with us since October. October, November, December, we really trained, right? I took him out driving for storage, and he learned how to do deal analysis and all kinds of stuff. And then he put his first the first storage facility under contract, went under contract right around Thanksgiving. So he started in October, he got something under contract in Thanksgiving, and we closed like the first or second week of January, something like that. And then since then he does one a month. He's been doing one a month. Our goal is one a month this year to purchase. So I have been training Chris for, the past, like whatever it is, 6 months, I guess, or however long it's been. And he's still like learning, he's still learning how to do this. And during that time, I paid him like a very minimal salary, like just a little bit of money, right? Because he already had money coming in. So it wasn't that big of a deal for him to be getting money while he was training. What he wanted was to close. All right. And literally what I did was I just trained him on everything I know about getting out, finding storage facility, which is not difficult, right? Driving around and just talking to storage facility owners is what I did. And so I showed him how to do that. What's the hard part about investing in self-storage is deal analysis, right? Is really knowing whether it's a good deal or not. And he still doesn't have any idea. He's getting a little bit better at it, but what he does is he'll run the deal analysis, but he's still unsure as to whether it's a good deal or not, right? And so then I help him and guide him and say, yes, give him a thumbs up. Now what happened is, so he finally quit his job. So we've done 4 facilities this year. So he's like, yeah, I'm quitting my job, And so he's going to come work with us for full time. And essentially what he's going to do is, while he's driving for storage, which he drives all over the state of Georgia, right, to look for storage facilities. That's kind of what our location is, really southern Georgia. We're now kind of going into Florida a little bit. But and then as he's driving for storage, all of our storage facilities are down there. So we're like, since you're down there, you might as well go and just maintain them, right? And so he is going to just maintain them, clean them up, pick up the trash, overlock, whatever, blow leaves, whatever needs to get done. So essentially he's helping us to run the facilities on the maintenance side. He'll go through and he'll mark in our property software, like, which doors, are needed work, or, what's locked or unlocked. Because, your software basically manages all that, right? You just have to have a person that knows how to get in and put all that kind of stuff in, right? It's not easy. We've had people that like, they cannot get onto an iPad and they can't figure it out. We've hired a couple of people like that. But essentially the way that your software works is that you could just have like an iPad and walk around and be like, okay, here's your map. Okay, this latch is broken. That's F1. And you go in here and you just say, okay, this F1 needs maintenance or whatever. And you mark it, and then it comes unrunnable and stuff like this, right? That's how the software works. Amazing software, awesome software. But you need somebody that can like do software, right? That's the key in order to manage it. Now, what I'm saying is that you need somebody to run your facilities that is, can comprehend how to maintain a facility online, right? Because your goal is to be online, completely virtual, electronic, contactless, automated, systematized. Everything we do is completely online. So anything that Chris is doing now is he's doing it all online, right? So he's now our acquisition slash like boots on the ground person. And he's like so excited. And he's just like, and Chris is the type of person that's a very like minimalist. He doesn't need a lot of stuff right now. He lives in a tiny house. And that's why we get along. He's kind of the same as us. We get along really well. And so he's like, he's going to go out and just buy a camper and then just drive around and manage all of our storage facilities, just maintain all of them. And while he's maintaining them, he'll just like hang out in his camper, do his thing. And then he'll find storage facilities for us, which his last day was the Wednesday before Memorial Day. His last day for his soccer was that day. And so what he did is he just did exactly what I just told you. He took off and started driving. He's like, I'm gonna start driving for storage. I gotta buy some storage facilities, because he's only working off of, now he was only working off commission under the acquisition side. Now he's also gonna get like a weekly salary, for doing all the boots on the ground stuff, which is basically gonna be enough for him to live off of and stuff like that. And so he started just driving for storage this weekend this like from Thursday until he just got back, I think on like Sunday or something. And so I said, let's have a meeting like on like Thursday or Friday. I was like, let's have a quick meeting, on Zoom, just hop on Zoom. Let's talk about what's going on. And I opened up the Zoom, right? And he's like sitting like at this restaurant bar, like on the beach. That's what he's doing. He's like sitting on the beach. I was like, where are you? He's like, I'm on the beach. And I was like, where? And he's like, he told me he was in like the St. Mary's area, like the Ferdinand. I don't know if you're on the Ferdinand Beach. St. Mary's, kind of like southern Georgia, right? Where Jacksonville and like where Florida, Georgia line is, if you know what that's at. And he said he's just been like driving around looking for storage facilities all in the southern part of Georgia and into Florida. And he's just hanging out on the beach and he's like having this best time. And he's like, no, this is awesome. He's like so excited about this, right? And so he went from Thursday until Sunday, drove around, and he put five offers in for 5 storage facilities.